Hey, how y'all doing? Rashad the Great back with another video. It's a little late. I'm gonna make this short, sweet, to the point. This is day 10 of 75 hard. And one more thing that I forgot to mention. One more thing that I forgot to mention. Um, when it comes to what I learned while being single is communication is key. Communication is key. It's not just how you say something. It's not just what you say. It's how you say it. But to go even deeper, you have to realize that no matter how you say something, if a person does not want to hear it, or if a person's not ready to hear it, or if a person's not mature enough to hear something, they will always find a negative. I've said this once before. If I whisper to you, hey, you won $1,000,000, no one is going to get mad about how I say it because it's good news. If I yelled at you and used explicitives and said, hey, you stupid bleep, 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 guess what? I'm about to give you $1,000,000, a million bleeping dollars. That, in turn, even though it's not the way you wanted to hear it, you're going to say at the end of the day, I'm a millionaire. Some of y'all, might ignore the gift, but many of us going to be like, hey, I don't care how he said it, I'm going to be a millionaire. If I whispered something that you didn't like, hey, babe, I feel like, you're gaining a little weight. Hopefully we can work out together and strive to be the epitome of health and be a reflection of health in each other's lives. If they're not mature enough to go to the gym or want to hear that message, they're going to say, oh, what, you think I'm fat? So it's not just about how you say it, it's about who you saying it to. If you don't have no rapport, if a person doesn't have a respect with you, it's going to be harder for someone to retain it, even if they have rapport with you, even if they have respect. But if I just, say it like a stranger, they're not going to listen to me like they might listen to their spouse. They might not listen to me like they listen to their spouse. They might listen to their spouse more, or they might not listen to both. That's why I say, when you in your life, you gotta, either you don't have people telling you the truth, which means they don't care about you, or you're not listening, or both. You don't have real people in your life, and or you're not listening to yourself. You're not listening to nobody. It's something that is not right when we still have people that are obese, fat, overweight, drinking, smoking. People always say, I drink socially, I smoke socially. Change your social circle. Have Christian friends, have Christian family members that you hang out with. Have married people. If your desire to be married, get your behind around married people. Leave your single friends for single nights. But when it happens to be for marriage, we're going to ask out married people. When we want to try to get rich, we're going to ask out rich people, debt-free people, how to get out of debt. People with 8-packs, how to get 8-packs. That only makes sense. Stop telling your single friends your business and your desires. Get a married, healthy perspective. Get a counselor's perspective. Get a healthy pastor's perspective. A Christian counselor's perspective. My friends ain't go to school for relationships. And if they did, they still biased. Get you an objective opinion. But anyways, communication is key. And it's also not just what you say, but how you say it and who you say it to. Also, I learned that over communication is the best communication. There's no such thing as too little. There's no such thing as too much detail. The more specific you are, the more detailed you are, the clearer the communication, the less misunderstandings. And I hate misunderstandings. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I hate misunderstandings. That's why you need to over communicate. I heard to be clear is to be kind. I heard over communication is the best communication. I've heard these things. And I learned while being single that communication is key. Communication can be hit or miss. Communication can win you the girl, or she block you. Trust me, you say one thing wrong, you're out of there. Especially if she don't love you, especially if she don't got no feelings. You say or do one thing wrong, that not because it's wrong sinfully, not because it's wrong criminally, but if it's wrong, if it's something that she doesn't like, if it's something that icks her, if it's something that turns her off, trust me, boy, you about to file 13. Your resume is going to the trash. It's going to the trash bin. It's going to the garbage. I'm trying to tell you. Communication is key. You gotta communicate your feelings. I heard Tony Gaskin say, you gotta negotiate with an angry woman like a hostage negotiator. You gotta have precision. You gotta be calm. Matter of fact, it's a technique we used to use at Publix. A technique we used to use at Publix that I'm gonna share with y'all right now. A technique that help us deal with customers. I don't even know if it's trade secret advice, but I'm just gonna give it to you real quick. For my loyal people. Let me see. It's just basically how you handle customers that might be outraged. Let me see if I can find it for y'all. I can't seem to find it. Let me see. It just basically was a technique that we use to calm down and basically not have customers get on our nerves, or not have customers not to get on their level. Basically, when they go low, we go high, and we keep our respect. We stay calm. We try to look for ways to solve the problem. We come up with a different approach how to solve the problem. Sometimes things of that nature. So that's the thing we have to do. When we communicate with each other, we gotta treat it like hostage negotiation. We can't always go high. If the other person's high, we gotta go low. I mean, as far as balancing them out, if they high pressured, high tempered, we can't always go, like we can't meet violence for violence. We can't. That doesn't work. We're gonna be bumping heads. So again, communication is key. Over communicate. Make sure you're communicating clearly. Use ChatGPT if you had to. Sometimes people call me, I'll be like, Rashad, you don't talk like this? Did you use ChatGPT? Yeah, I sure did. Because it shouldn't be this hard to talk to humans. It shouldn't be this hard for opposite sex to communicate. But I'm going to use every God-given tool that I have at my disposal to make sure that I'm getting my message across. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. This is day, I believe, 10 of 75 hard, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry, day 11 of 75 hard, if I'm not mistaken. So this is another thing that I learned while being single for 12 years, part 2. Let's go. Make great decisions so you can have a great life. Rashad the Great. Let's go!